This is actually a very difficult angle to draw, so don't laugh. I know you cannot draw this either, but don't worry. I'm going to teach you how to draw this angle. So the first thing you are going to do is draw some spheres from different angles. And to show the form and angles of the sphere, you will draw these two perpendicular lines in the middle of the sphere. Now, why do you need to draw spheres? Like, how does it help? Well, your head is kind of spherical. I mean, not your complete head, but the cranium. And drawing the angle of the cranium correctly is the first step towards drawing the whole head correctly. Now, the next thing you want to practice is drawing these boxes from different angles. And again, draw the two perpendicular lines passing through the middle of the boxes. First spheres, and now boxes. Why exactly are we drawing these boring things? Look, I know it's boring, but trust me, it's very important. If I have to define the head with only two shapes, I would choose a sphere and a box. So if you cannot draw these two things separately, then you cannot draw them together. And you definitely cannot draw a head. Now, when drawing these boxes, one thing I want you to focus on is how shapes and proportions change when you change the perspective. It is very important. Remember that the further something is from you, the smaller it will look. Okay, so we are finally at the good part, which is drawing the head. Just kidding. We still have one more step left, which is drawing the skull. The whole purpose of this exercise is to make yourselves familiar with the underlying structure of the face. While drawing the skull, you need to focus on 4 different areas: the cheekbones, the eye sockets, the nose, and the jaw. These are the 4 main areas that give your face its shape. So you must familiarize yourself with the placements and proportions of these parts. So before we draw that particular angle, let me show you how I draw my faces. I use a variation of the Loomis method where you start with a circle and then you draw 2 perpendicular lines passing through the middle of the circle. Then you draw 3 more lines, which are the hair lines, the nose line, and the chin line. And these lines divide the head into 3 equal parts. And then you place the facial features, something like this. And this proportion works for most faces. Now, it's time to combine everything we have learned and try to draw this particular head angle. But first, we need some references. I will not suggest that you draw without a reference because you don't know how to do it. And these are the 2 references that I will be using for this drawing. So I will first draw a sphere from the angle at which I want the head to be. And then I will take this line and extend it downwards. And then I will mark my nose line and chin line. And from drawing boxes, you already know that from different angles, proportions look different. And from this angle, the forehead will look pretty small, while the jaw will look quite large and boxy. And then I will draw some lines to indicate the jaw. And from this angle, you can also see the underside of your neck, which you can indicate with a triangle. And now all you have to do is follow the reference and draw the face. Of course, it's easier said than done. You will need a lot of practice for this, and you also gotta study the fundamentals. If you were hoping for some shortcuts, then sorry, there are none. And that's it. Goodbye.